Hello and welcome. My name is Zach Smith, and tonight I will be touching on the topic of independent living. So, first and foremost, I would just like to tell everyone to sit back and relax because I'll be handing out all the context and materials and slides via email to you guys later tonight. So, let's get started. So, to start off, I would like to define what independent living is for those of you who don't know or are just a little confused by what it truly is. So, as defined in the definition, it is a living arrangement for disabled people and or others with special needs, usually in their own home, affording them as much dependence and autonomy as possible. So continuing from there, I would first like to touch on the benefits of independent living. And first and foremost, it is maintenance and worry-free living. Independent living communities offer a few different living options. Some communities have apartments with one large building. They also have single-family homes within a community or even townhomes. But no matter which option you choose, within the monthly rent or buy-in fee is a maintenance fee that is built in. This covers outdoor maintenance, indoor maintenance, the common ground throughout the community, and even sometimes some furnishing. Moving into an independent living home or apartment will allow you to no longer be responsible for little tasks that no one likes to do, such as mowing the lawn, shoveling the driveway, fixing the water heater, or any other unexpected problems that come with owning your own home. Going on from that, the next big major benefit that I see is socializing and entertainment. So whether it's taking a trip into the city, cocktail hour in the dining room, movie nights in the theater, or tea time at your local golf course, the activity staff at independent living communities make sure that there is something for all residents to enjoy. So I touched on this a little bit earlier, but I'd like to keep going and dive into it a little further here. So next is the all-inclusive rent that they have within independent living homes. All-inclusive rent means that all of your bills are essentially simplified and condensed into one large bill. So forget having to worry about missing out on bills or keeping all the different bills and payment times situated and straightened. That'll all be taken care of in one bill for you guys. Next, I'd like to touch on the amenities. A lot of amenities within independent living homes include fitness centers, wellness programs, spas, pools, built-in gyms. Those are many of the common features that are seen as the perfect place to retire with. So having all these great amenities all in the same place where you might live might even make you feel like you're living at a resort. And lastly, if you ever need assistance, an independent living home makes it quick and easy to seek assistance efficiently and effectively. So transitioning from the pros, I would like to touch on some of the detriments and cons that come with independent living. And first and foremost that many people right away off the bat think of is the high cost. In receiving all the benefits that come along with an independent living home comes a high cost, which can be seen as a negative connotation. Going off of that, independent living lacks on-site medical care for those who are in need of assistance that may have a more serious medical condition that requires daily care. And lastly, the last negative detriment I see is the group setting. Many seniors may have trouble adjusting to a group setting, as well as adhering to specific rules such as no smoking and other rules that come along with that. So staying active in life is vital to leading a life of longevity and happiness. Staying active has a variety of benefits, and I'm just going to list a few. This list is not exclusive though. So staying active helps lower your risk for disease, helps improve your quality of life, helps maintain the ability to live independently, and also reduces the risk of falling and or fractures. So going from there, I would just like to touch on aerobic exercise and the recommendations that I'd like to give to the older population. First and foremost, aerobic exercise is any sustained exercise that involves the use of oxygen. That could be jogging, rowing, swimming, cycling, you name it, any sustained exercise that involves the use of oxygen, and usually is carried on for longer than 10 minutes. So there comes a variety of benefits that come with aerobic exercise, such as lowering your cholesterol and blood pressure, reducing your risk of cardiovascular disease, diabetes, obesity, and a variety of other chronic diseases. It also increases immune function, improves mood and self-esteem, helps maintain cognitive function, and a variety of other benefits that I have not to touch on because I could be here for the entire day. And also, I would like to recommend that you get at least 150 minutes of exercise, of aerobic exercise per week. And that could just be 30 minutes of brisk walking for 5 days a week, which, if you really look at it with the entire day ahead of you, it's a pretty simple task to reach. So next is the second type of exercise that I would like to touch on today, and that is anaerobic exercise, which is known as short duration, high intensity exercise that lasts anywhere from seconds to a few minutes. And examples of anaerobic exercise include resistance training, sprinting, cycling very quickly at high intensities, as well as jumping. So, like anaerobic exercise has a variety of benefits as well. Anaerobic exercise benefits include building and maintaining bone mass, which is critical as you reach older age. It also helps you reduce falls and risk for fractures, just as aerobic exercise does. It improves posture and endurance in activities of daily living. It also improves your functional capacity. So the benefits to aerobic exercise are virtually endless. And I could keep going, as I said, with the aerobic, but I'm going to stop there so I don't hold you guys here for the entire day. So as I touched on before, is exercise adherence. So today I'm going to give you guys some exercise recommendations to follow as a baseline. And exercise is individual for each and every person, but here's a general baseline for a guide of knowledge if you just really don't know where to start. I'm going to recommend and really hope that you guys shoot for this number of at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activities such as cycling or walking every day. And examples of these activities could be brisk walking, cycling, climbing stairs, taking the groceries from the car inside. And as I said, that's only 30 minutes per day for at least 5 days a week, which seems pretty easy to get into your schedule if you have the whole day ahead of you. And if not, if you are still working, don't worry. 30 minutes a day, pretty simple to achieve as long as you set your mind to it. So continuing with exercise adherence, I would like for you guys to do at least 2 days per week of resistance/strength training. That could be chair aerobics, dancing, carrying heavy loads such as groceries or the laundry. And going on from that, I would also like at least 2 days a week of balance work. So for example, participating in yoga classes, balancing exercises such as standing on one foot are great ways to get that balance in. And lastly, minimize the amount of time you're sitting while maximizing the amount of time you're standing. Whether that's just standing up watching TV or just walking around your house a little more. So here I've just outlined a few things to avoid. First off, I'd really like you guys to avoid forward bending. Avoid activities that cause excess forward bending at the waist as it increases your risk for a vertebral compression fracture. Going off that, talking about groceries and doing your laundry, avoid heavy lifting. And that, like I said, can include groceries and laundry. So be careful of how you're lifting things and what you're lifting, as it could cause injury. Twisting. So avoid twisting movements as it may put your spine at risk for injury. Common sports that involve twisting that you may want to proceed with caution in include golf and bowling, which could potentially harm your body, like I said, if not taking caution while doing those activities. And lastly is high impact activities. Simply avoid activities that involve abrupt stops and starts as well as quick weight shifts because it causes much stress on the spine and may lead to falls or injury.